Welcome back. We're talking with Coach Matt Nerum, Tipton Tiger wrestling coach. Coach, we're into the competition now. I mean, last night we had 3 teams come in for dual matches, and we came out pretty well.
Well, I was pretty satisfied with our first night out. Had 3 dual meets, and we come away with 2 wins. The third duel was close. I mean, it was tied 36-36 at one point. We ended up losing the last 2 matches, but we were in them. So when you give yourself a chance to win, at the end, that's as a coach, that's really what you're looking for, what you're asking your guys to do. So,
what are your goals on early duels here? I mean, is it get as many matches at this point, or is it does it vary per wrestler? I mean, a Cole Cook probably has different goals than, say, a Clay Keller or a Sam Northup or even some of the freshmen. How do you approach last night?
Well, I think you approach every dual meet pretty much the same. At least these early season ones. We're just focusing on going out and competing hard. We know that we're not in as good a shape as we're going to be in a month. Right, and we know that we've only had 2 weeks to practice, and then you throw in Thanksgiving break in there, and some other things that are going on during that 2-week time. It's a real busy 2 weeks, and we know that we're not where we need to be or where we want to be. So we're focusing on going out and just competing hard, and seeing what we're doing well, seeing what we need to keep working on in the practice room. As far as individuals, I think everybody kind of takes the same approach as far as we want to see where Cole Cook is, as much as we want to see where some of these freshmen are. With your more experienced guys, it's a little bit more known commodity, I guess. You kind of know what to expect. So we look at the young guys especially, I think, and try to help them along too. But again, we just want our guys. I told our guys, we just want you to compete hard, and if you lay it 100% out there, then we know that we haven't taught you everything we need to teach you, and we know that we have things that we're going to need to work on. So
recapping the 51-9 winners over North Cedar, 48-33 winners over Davenport Central, Northeast Goose Lake, 48-36 in their favor. We have a big weekend here with the wrestling tournament. It's always the first Saturday of the regular season. Same teams coming in, or how do you see that going?
Well, we got a couple new teams coming in this year. Northeast Goose Lake is coming back after about a 4-year hiatus where they weren't in our tournament. And that'll be a good addition. I mean, we wrestled them the other night. They got some good wrestlers. They're pretty strong top to bottom, all the way through. They'll bring a pretty solid guy at just about every weight. So that's gonna make our tournament a little bit more competitive. And then for the first year, Lisbon is also going to be in our tournament, which will definitely take it up a notch too. There's 2 good teams that are joining. Trying to think. Lone Tree dropped out of our tournament this year, so that's why we were able to let a couple of these teams. I think we only had 8 teams there last year, so we'll have 9 this year. In addition to Lisbon and Northeast, we'll have North Cedar, West Liberty will always be competitive. We got a couple JV squads from Central, DeWitt, from Jefferson, Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, and I'm drawing a blank on some of the rest of them right now.
Well,
sorry.
My point is, the field usually produces a really nice day of wrestling.
Midland will be there, Clear Creek, Amana. I don't know how many that is now, but I'm sure there's
pretty close.
Throw us in there, and yeah, might be missing 1 or 2.
Another chance to get out and compete.
Definitely, and it's it's nice to have a home tournament. You know, we don't have to travel.
There's a lot of tradition. I mean, we've had that since forever.
Right.
And I mean, the community comes out. We support it. It's just it's a great day, really.
Yeah, we'll get a good crowd, and like I said, parents don't have to travel, and we don't have to travel, and you know, you're in your home gym. It's a little bit of a home court advantage, and you know, I think that's kind of nice for us, especially for the young guys, to have that home tournament. You know, the first Saturday of the season, so that you know those guys feel comfortable in that environment in our own home gym, and so kind of acclimate those guys to what a varsity tournament is all about and what it's like. So, which is a step up from any, you know, youth tournament that they've been to in the past. So, you know, it's nice to have that at home and kind of ease them into it in that regard.
Actually, last night technically started a week of wrestling here. And when you add the junior high meet on the 4th, actually that's at Durant, sorry. But the following Thursday, we're back here again against Regina and West Range, two conference schools that, I mean, you have to see some opportunity there too.
Yeah, we're really lucky that we have, I think, 4 home duels and then our home tournament. So, you know, with the way that dual meets work, with 4 teams there, or even 3 teams there, you don't just alternate schools. You have to rotate between, you know, 3 or 4 different sites. So there'll be years where, you know, we'll only have 2 or maybe 3 home duels, and this year we have 4. So, and 3 of them are right here, kind of
before Christmas.
Bing, right? We were home last night. We'll be home next Thursday, and then I think the following Thursday, the 13th, I think we're back home again too. Unless you throw our tournament in here on December 1st, and our kids tournament is December 2nd on Sunday. So it's going to be plenty of opportunity for folks in Tipton to get out and see some Tiger wrestling. So.
We were also awarded the district meet. That's another big meet. Going back to the field of the tournament, there's some sectional tournament teams in there. It'll be kind of interesting to see, get some first looks. I mean, if people are looking for something to do Saturday, send the wife to shop and come out and watch wrestling, you know.
Or bring everybody, bring the whole family. Bring the whole family to cheer.
Not to discourage wives coming, but that's how it goes sometimes. So, anyway, that's it for this week. We'll catch up next week. We have a slew of wrestling to talk about, so we'll catch up with you next week and go from there.
Thanks, Ryan.